BB and Jack Frost, what's up, party people? Hey, before the video even continue, hit that like button, subscribe, and join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. Alright, so I'm just gonna say without a shadow of a doubt, that was the most dangerous play I've ever seen somebody commit on a basketball court. That's up there with when Meta World Peace Ron Artest threw the elbow at James Harden's head. That's up there with that. In both cases, the only thing that could have happened was injury. In both cases, I'm pretty sure James Harden received a concussion, and I'm pretty sure that this gentleman, if he escaped injury for whatever the reason was, it was by the hairs of his chinny chin chin, because that was dangerous. He ran up under him and pushed him in the air while he went for a dunk. I think that it's egregious that the refs didn't immediately toss him out the game and the police weren't called. I hear people, I think Ron Artest should have been arrested also, don't get it confused. It's one thing to square up with a guy and then y'all fight. It's another thing to sucker punch somebody or sucker elbow somebody. So yes, before anybody go any further and say, oh, it's just because it's a white guy, you want to be against the white guy, you want the white guy to get arrested. What about Ron Artest? Ron Artest should have been arrested also. Just because you're participating in a sport or a game or whatever you're participating in, that doesn't mean that somebody has the right to try to take your livelihood from you. That doesn't mean that somebody has the right to purposely intend to injure you. I want them to kick freaking what's that dude that everybody keeps getting hurt around? He plays for the Golden State Warriors. He's the center. I can't even think of his name at the moment. But I'm looking for somebody to kick him out. They need to kick him out of the NBA. It's a shame that the only way that guy is gonna get kicked out of the NBA if somebody like LeBron James or get injured or James Harden get injured. It's a shame that that's the only way that they're gonna kick that guy out of the NBA. That guy needs to get kicked out of the NBA. He tried to injure freaking Outraged the other night. I can't remember his name at the moment. He just really pisses me off and I just don't like him. He's the guy that they had to change the whole entire freaking system around for the All-Star game because he's from another country. And so what the people from his country did was they all voted for him. So that made him like the leading vote getter. And the NBA is like, come on, man, not this dude. So that's one of the reasons why they had to change around the whole way that you're voting. Not about the whole the East versus West. Now they had people choose for the teams, but how instead of it being like the starting lineup being entirely based on fans' choices like it's been for years, because of this douchebag in his country, now it's fan voting is like 20% or something like that, 50% or something like that, and then there's coaches, and then there's player voting or something like that in order to, you know what I'm saying, to prevent travesties like this from happening with homeboy becoming the starting center in the All-Star game just because he has a whole entire country that's voting for him. Imagine if a whole entire country decided to vote for some Chinese player. Not trying to be racist. I'm just saying, if China decided to vote for some player because that player was Chinese rather than because that player had skill. And then they had like 6 like bums in the league. Imagine. The All-Star game would be terrible. They're like 6, because China got billions. Like the rest of us can't vote with those guys. The rest of us can't vote with those guys. They have like 6 bums in the league. Guys that barely get any freaking that barely gets any playing time. And they starting in the All-Star game, all 6 of them. Anyway, let's get to this story. I still think that homeboy, the guy that was pushed should be able to bring up charges against him. That's just my opinion. Anyway, flagrant foul, Kansas State semifinals spurs national reaction. Like it should, because this was retarded. Like, this was new level of douchebaggery. Some have been outraged after a hard foul in the Class 1A Division 1 boys basketball semifinals Friday against Centralia and Hanover. With the score tied at 48 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter, Centralia's Nathan Rempe was chasing Hanover's Thomas Atkins on a fast break. As Atkins went up for an uncontested bucket, Rempe, I don't know if it's Rempe or Rempe, leaped and pushed Atkins in the rear, sending him flying out of bounds. Now, two things. One, I don't just think that he should have got kicked out of the game. I think that he should have been kicked out of whatever league this is, whatever high school team he's on. The coach should have, even if the coach don't agree, the coach should have been forced to remove him from the team. Period. How are you going to put this guy in the court? He's literally jeopardizing the safety of any player on any opposing team. Atkins' legs were raised and planted into the base of the basket support. He was injured on the play. A flagrant foul was called on Rempe. He was not ejected. He did not start Saturday in Centralia's third place game against St. Hudson's, but did play. This guy should never be allowed to play another second of any basketball in any league. Not another second. Not a second. After video of the foul was posted on Twitter, it gained national attention from ESPN and many other news outlets. Prominent sports personalities chimed in too. Jay Williams, are you kidding me? If this was my teammates and I saw that, we'd be running off the bench, no question. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, besides the fact that his own teammates didn't run to his defense, because dude was supposed to get dropped on the spot. I mean, I'm not an advocate of violence. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. But when you're playing sports, a lot of this is just emotion and energy. And you know, it's just so much emotion, especially the game tied. Your guy, y'all get the fast break dunk. He goes up for the dunk, and the dude pushes him and almost takes him out of the game. I don't know. I'm just a different breed than those dudes that's on his team. I wouldn't have took that. I don't know. Anyway, so Gary Musselman, Kansas State High School Activities Association Executive Director, delivered a statement on behalf of KSHSAA about the incident. The coaching staff handled to situation appropriate. What the? I don't know, man. They need editors. The coaching staff, maybe that's just the way he talked. You know, doesn't he have a degree in something? The coaching staff handled to situation appropriately, Musselman said. The school would need to deal and did deal with the situation with the young man. There is no dealing with the situation of somebody that did what he did without removing them from the team. Period. That's the only dealing with him that could have been dealt with appropriately. This is the team over here on the left. Him, way over there on the right. He's done. There's not even a question. Right then and there, after he did the shove, the coach was supposed to walk on the floor and tell him to get out that jersey. Atkins did not leave the game, but later returned. Hanover beat Centralina. I don't even know what's going on with that name. 74-73 in overtime to advance the Class 1A Division 1 basketball's final against South Gray. This dude, as always, link is always in the description. This dude might be injured forever. You understand what I'm saying? He could have just acquired an injury that, 5-6 years from now, it's going to show up again. You understand? Because that's how injuries work. You know what I'm saying? When you're young, you get good. But then a little bit later down the road, the wear and tear kick in, that injury show up again. Anyway, let me know what y'all guys think about it. And just so y'all get a little bit more background, I didn't want to make this the central crux of the issue with me and homeboy that did the dangerous stuff. But he's also a Trump supporter who was adamantly against the kneeling of the black players in the NFL. But I'm not saying that had anything to do with him doing this. I don't want to say that. I just needed to say that, just full transparency. But at the same time, I don't think him being that way is why this happened. I think this happened because of the way that he is. It has nothing to do with the other individuals that might, for whatever their reasons is, think that the black players are disrespecting the flag, which I don't. But this has nothing to do with that. I just want to make sure that full transparency. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. # Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. Yo, look, I love y'all. Take care of each other, please. Don't injure people in games on purpose. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.